Hey everyone, welcome to Lance Fantasy Gaming, the vlogging series. Today I want to talk to you about 3D printing versus actually buying yourself a model for it, for your game, or you can just, 3D print your own army for a certain price and everything else as well. If you do like it, please subscribe, like, and share. Check out our Patreon and Discord, and let's get into it. So I have shorts out. Basically, I 3D printed my own movement trays, like a whole bunch, like I think a stack of like 6 to 8 movement trays for your thing. Costs around $26 to $40, but these were like less than $1 each. So a bigger one that's about $1. I do want to get an FDM because reason is that resin they do bend. Only way to unbend them is you get hot water, and you're gonna have to, make sure you bend to a certain length to make it straight. That's the one downside about it, but that's really simple. Hot water, put it down, get a book, it'll go flat after like a day or two for that. But it is getting more expensive. Games Workshop is making it has a price rise for all of their miniatures beginning of June. About I think 4 to 6% on certain things, but again, expensive. Like majority of the old worlds that I bought like $40, $50 less than what they are selling it for on eBay and other sites as well. That you probably have to fish for it. I want to get some older old world stuff, like stuff that's made out of metal pewter. But for that, it's just a lot harder and difficult because they want to sell each individual mini for like $14 to $16, and I'm like, no, it's not really worth it. Reason why I bought it because I always wanted it when I was a kid. Warhammer Fantasy came out when I was a kid. I started with a third edition Warhammer 40K box when I was a kid, and I'm trying to buy one, but it's like $370 back then. My dad bought that thing for me for like 50, $75. So price has gone up a lot, in my opinion. But this is not the complete version. I have all the pieces for it. But this is a K Marin War Phoenix. Games Workshop is selling it for $75 to print him, and the top part of it comes with 4 speared skeleton. And the picture I see right here is two skeleton, spear skeleton. Basically, it's a lot cheaper for me to print it and just use it as a proxy than anything else. This is like one of the breath weapons. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna shove that in his mouth, or if it goes through like that. So yeah, has a breath weapon. But problem with $75 compared to, I believe this is like a $2 print with everything, with 4 skeletons with the spears, like $4 just to print this. The file was $10. Comes with 20 of the Tomb King proxy armies for it. I do like the Patreon video twice a week. If you guys want to find some proxies for your old Warhammer 40K and stuff like that, it's probably a great video for you guys to look up and search for the month, because they're like $10, $15. You get a whole load of files for it. It's just one of those things. But one problem is like you see the line here. These are separates from the slice. Yeah, the head comes out. So a lot of times they go in perfectly. Sometimes they really don't. So what we do, we use green stuff or milliput or bendo for like one of those car thing you use to to remove the like dents and stuff. Bendo. Then we sand it. Then you paint it. Then we do that on a lot of these things, a lot of models as well. That's the most toxic ones I ever did. And cover it. Then you paint it and stuff like that. So, it is one of those things. I think there's a couple of videos of me actually doing that with the dragons, because dragon has a lot of little lines and stuff. I want to blend it in with the miniature, so I had to literally let it dry, sand it, stuff like that. So that, it's a lot of work for a little, cheap little thing that you could just print. Yes, first, the most expensive part is the printer, and then the filament, then the resin for it. But other than that, once you get that, everything else is really cheap and just pays for itself, in my opinion. But yeah, $75 compared to a $4 print. So it's like I'm not gonna spend $75 on stuff like the Avatar of Kane, the Wraith Knight that I did for the 40K. I printed those out, and I don't think $100 for a little thing is going to make me want to go buy it. One day I might, if a some subscriber give it to me or wants me to paint it, that might be it. One benefit is like I have the Anycubic Mono X Max. It's like a 13.5 print base printer, and we got Asterion. This is one whole print solid. This is I like printing it whole, so I don't have to deal with the lines. But a lot of times they don't really do that, so uh, it's kind of really hard. So this is a full hollowed print of Asterion. Hollowed means there's like nothing. It's not solid. It's not that heavy, and it's on the base, and it's ready to paint and everything else. I gotta sand some stuff from the support, but yeah, we have Asterion. This was I believe $6 to $8 to print to buy a figure of him painted. I believe, depending on the company, because you can probably get for like $20, but it's like really poorly painted. But you want actually good quality ones, like over $100. But for $6, and I have pretty much to paint. I'm not the best painter, but I could probably make this thing look really good, and I can make this for a video. If you guys really want to see me paint a stereo, please let me know. Stuff like that. And that file was like, I think it was like $10. You get like 9 figures. Bulk. There's Bulkmancer, stuff like that. I have Sisters of Battle stuff. There's like a whole total of here that I just pulled out. I got Angel Lamon. I got put together. I have the Battle Sisters. I believe this is the Battle Sisters that I'm gonna put together very quickly. Where is her head? Mm. This is more of the lewd one. I did put up on. Well, her head's gone, so purity seal, stuff like that on her nipples. I got the girl from what you call from Bleach. I forgot what her name is. This is a solid one. She's quite heavy, but I gotta fix her head and everything else. Then her base right here, stuff. It's kind of fun, but you need like a well ventilated area for it. And here's more stuff that is like really lewd. The ring girl that they have with her big butt and stuff. So yeah, I know I'm a pervert, but it's fine. I have Angel Amon as well. Well, parts of her. I haven't glued her all in. It's one of those things like once you accumulate a lot. See Angel Amon. So skeletons that came with that. There's his tail right here. So put his tail in. But yeah, it's one of those things that you're gonna have to debate. You can support a company that you can spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, like I have been doing, and also hundreds and way less than that on a 3D printer, and support artists that makes proxy art. You can find a lot of these art for free on Cult as well in Thingiverse, and you can just try it out for your proxy. I don't play tournament base. I like playing with friends if they have the time or if I have the time. I mostly play Dungeons and Dragons every other week. So majority of stuff I paint in 3D print are mostly Dungeons and Dragons because I DM, my friends DM, they need models and stuff like that, and we help each other out for that. Um, it's got to a point that I stopped supporting Wizard of Coast because the Magic cards are worth the money as it used to. A lot of times you see $100, $200, it just drops dramatically over time. So I proxy my own Magic the Gathering card. I bought my stock card printer for cards, and I play it at home with friends. Sometimes the card store will let me play it. It just got to a point that a lot of the product that I really enjoy and playing since I was a kid, it just got ridiculously more expensive, and I don't get that much money. If this channel was successful and I have Patreon money and stuff like that, able to go out and buy it, that's a different story. But for normal average people that are working and don't make enough, and they have kids and family to support and take care of, this is probably one of the most reliable thing that they can do. You can buy a $200-300 printer, and resins. A liter of resin costs $20 to $60 depending what resin you want. Usually I go for Sunlu or Jo. Jo 3 liters, 3 kilograms worth of resin is about 40 to 50 bucks. So it's a lot cheaper, and a lot of these are printed from JLo, and a lot of the resin, the higher resin fidelity resin, and the detail sharpness and stuff is all bullshit. I can't see the difference. I did a lot of testing for it. It's just same resin, just different recipe. A lot of times I mix it around with it, and you see a little bit of a better strength of these resin, but that's pretty much it. Well, anyhow, I hope you guys do enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this going on between 3D printing and miniature. Subscribe, like, and share. Check out our Patreon Discord down below. And thank you guys very much, and have a nice day. Bye.